Hey man, I'm going to order pizza. Do you want anything? No thanks, I'm fine. I'm trying to get in shape, so I will just stick to eating my salad here. Really? Well, suit yourself then. Often people ask me questions like, what meal should I eat to get ripped? Can I eat this meal or that meal? Is pasta bad? Will eating hamburger and pizza ruin my gains? My answer to these kind of questions is always that there is no meal that is somehow magically better than another. What's important is that most of the meals you choose supports long-term fat loss and muscle growth. That's it. But what do you mean? How do you know if your meals support fat loss and muscle growth? I'm glad you asked. One of the biggest reasons people struggle to get in shape is because they choose to follow restrictive diets. Some people fall for the low-carb, high-fat diets, while others do the opposite and eat only high carbs and very low fat. Other people force themselves to eat only the cleanest foods that they can find, meaning they will allow for absolutely no junk whatsoever. But it's been shown repeatedly that restrictive dieting is not a good approach to take, especially not in the long term. To successfully build a lean and muscular body, your diet must support two things, which are 1. Your physiological needs, and 2. Your psychological needs. One without the other won't cut it. In order to be successful, both of these needs must be met. Here's what I mean. In the nutrition book of the Muscle and Strength Pyramids couplet, Dr. Eric Helms outlined the hierarchy of importance when it comes to dieting for fat loss and muscle growth. Here's the pyramid illustrating the importance. As you can see, when it comes to dieting, you have from most to least important. Number 1, calories, 2, macronutrients, protein, fats and carbs, 3, micronutrients and fiber, 4, meal frequency and timing, and 5, supplements. Looking at this pyramid, we can clearly see that achieving a ripped physique is all about the numbers. It's about hitting the proper amount of calories, protein, fats and carbs, while also getting sufficient vitamins, minerals and fiber. It's also about finding the meal frequency and timing that best suits your needs. And lastly, look into whether or not you need to take any supplements. So, what you're saying is that I don't need to eat this to get in shape? Yep, pretty much. I don't buy it. Can't be all about the numbers. Well, actually, it is all about the numbers, but only up to a point. The numbers will determine what happens on a physiological level, i.e. if you lose body fat, build muscle, lose weight or gain weight, etc. But remember, we need our physiology and psychology working together if we want long-term results. And psychologically, we have everything that is linked to adherence, such as satiety, satisfaction, well-being, enjoyment, and sociality, etc. This is where most people screw up their dieting efforts and don't see the results that they want. They completely leave out the psychological part of dieting by either focusing too much on the numbers or by strictly following fad diets popularized by media. But the truth is that we are not robots. We must do our best to find a balance between reaching our physiological goals while meeting our psychological needs. If we can't do this, we won't see long-term results. So, to do this, make sure that your meals are based around these 5 things. 1. Balanced macronutrients. 2. Good taste. 3. Satiating. 4. Health promoting. And 5. Simple to make. Making sure that your meals are based around these 5 things will help you achieve super easy and enjoyable fat loss. So, let's look at these one by one. The most important factor to get right when cooking a great fat loss and muscle building meal is to aim for a balanced macronutrient profile. Forget low fat, forget low carb, and forget insanely high protein. The truth is that all macronutrients are extremely important. For one, research has shown that low carb diets are bad for testosterone levels. Low carb diets also reduces well-being by having the body produce less serotonin, which is a neurotransmitter that contributes to feelings of well-being and happiness. And lastly, low carb diets impair training performance and recovery. On the other end, a low-fat diet has also been shown to suppress testosterone. It typically tastes awful and causes insatiable hunger. And lastly, even though protein is important for muscle growth and fat loss, the common health fitness belief that you need to eat a ton of protein is simply wrong. This is because eating unnecessarily high protein will reduce your carb and fat intake. But beyond these physiological factors, do you really want to cut out either fat or carbs from your diet just to reach your fitness goal? The truth is that once you learn how to cook and enjoy meals that are balanced in fat and carbs, then you can truly enjoy your life. This is because the best meals and the ones that we enjoy eating include both carbs and fat. No one wants to eat a piece of steak without carbs or potatoes without tasty sauces. Pizza, hamburgers, steak and fries, and Subway sandwiches all contains a decently balanced ratio between protein, fats, and carbs. So again, when you learn to balance out your macros when making your meals, then you can truly start enjoying your diet. And a diet that's enjoyable is a diet that will lead to the best results as long as you control the amount you eat. So, can I have a slice? Yeah, absolutely. Here you go. One of the biggest fitness myths ever created is this one. Fitness meals shouldn't taste good. In the fitness industry, dull and boring meals are the way to go. The premise behind this reasoning is that the less tasty a meal is, the less you will end up eating. But I couldn't disagree more. The truth is that building a lean and muscular physique is only as hard as you make it out to be. If you want to endure eating tasteless and boring meals day in and day out, then by all means go ahead. But remember this, you will have to battle cravings consistently, and it will just be a matter of time until you give in to those cravings and end up binge eating away days of progress. If you truly want to reach your fitness goals, you need to learn how to love your dieting plan. This is what leads to long-term sustainable success. When you make meals that are extremely tasty, you won't sulk about how boring your food is all day. Instead, you will feel completely satisfied and won't have to battle cravings. By aiming for tasty foods, you will actually stick to a program, which is the real key to success. If you want to build a fit and chiseled physique, then you need to learn how to stay full on lower calories. In order to drop body fat and then be able to stay at a lower body fat level, you need to eat low calories. With that said, eating low calories is no problem as long as you are not getting hungry on your diet. Once hunger kicks in, it's just a matter until you give in. But screw hunger, because I'm always full during my cuts. Part of this is because I'm using the incredible power of intermittent fasting. Since I'm eating only 2 to 3 times per day, I can enjoy huge meals that are extremely satiating. But above using intermittent fasting, I also focus on eating foods that keep me full. Since I'm vegan, I eat meat substitutes like corn, soy patty, and pea protein, which are all very satiating. For meat eaters, satiating protein sources could be chicken breast, flank steak, and egg whites, etc. When it comes to satiating carb sources, I definitely recommend potatoes. In fact, if you want to make getting ripped as easy as possible, then consider incorporating potatoes into your diet. They are great, they taste well, and they are one of the most filling and satisfying foods known to man. Most friends and clients that I've helped burn fat and build muscle actually complain that they are too full, despite dropping body fat. What a nice problem to have, right? Your meals must also promote health in order to be sustainable. Basing your meals on lean protein sources, veggies, starches, potatoes, and healthy fats, such as avocados and nuts, is the best thing you can do for promoting a healthy and fit body. But remember, you should also relax and enjoy life. Don't try to be perfect. I enjoy some chocolate or chips nearly every night while staying healthy in the process. In fact, my health markers has never been as good as they are nowadays. Trying to be perfect will undoubtedly lead to overeating or even binge eating. This is because you will stick to this perfect diet for a few weeks, get tired of being strict, and eventually fall off the wagon. This is what I did myself in the beginning of my fitness journey. I followed the advice of eating 6 small, clean meals per day, and I felt like shit constantly. Now, with that said, and to ensure that you are not eating too much junk, which can happen if you get the taste of it, try to remind yourself of the 80-20 rule of dieting. This is where 80% of your meals are wholesome and nutrient-dense, and then the remaining 20% can be junk foods that you enjoy eating. In other words, if you're having 20 meals in a week, then 4 of them can be junk without causing any negative effects on your physique or health development. As a matter of fact, it will likely provide you with better health, because you will be able to enjoy yourself more and also experience less stress. Hey, I'm going to call for pizza. Do you want anything? Absolutely. I want the Vesuvio, and could you please ask for a side salad as well? Yeah, sure. I'll have the same. Simplicity is incredibly important if you want to see good results long term. Being able to whip up meals effortlessly will allow you to keep fitness and nutrition in the background of your life. Having to follow headache-inducing recipes where you must work through a list of 50 ingredients is too much of a hassle. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. Cooking awesome meals certainly don't have to be hard. In fact, most of my favorite meals are very simple to make. I'm busy and I'm doing my best to get things done, so I don't have time to spend hours in the kitchen. If a meal isn't simple to make, I'm not interested in making it. I cook for an entire week by taking my time to do so only once per week. By following easy recipes, I only need to spend 1 hour tops per week cooking. Want to check out 5 of my all-time favorite fat loss meals? Then make sure you go to the article version of this video, where I outlined my top 5 favorite meals including the simple recipes. You can find a link down in the description.